Hello everyone, I am your Immortal Hellseeker back with another review. Today, I'm reviewing actually something kind of early for once. Yeah, I never really typically review figures this quick. However, I got my hands on one from the new Attack of the Clones Black Series wave, being koon, so let's take a look at his packaging. This is basically just one of those basic Black Series red and black boxes that we're all used to at this rate. It's got a picture of Plo Koon. He's number 109. This is the last wave we're going to see these packages, for the most part. You can read his bio in any of these languages. Here's some of the Lego Mumbo Jumbo. 109. There's a picture of Plo Koon. There's the bottom of the box. Yeah, I paid fucking $30 for this. Yeah, which honestly, I don't know if I like. Yeah, so $30. You'll say I found him at my nearest one of my comic book shops. I went there, really just looking, and I actually thought it might find something. So I walk in, they have a, like, Star Wars style end cap. I see Lando, I'm like, oh, cool. And then I see the Snow Speeder Luke, which is pretty neat, because I haven't really seen that in stores. And then I turn around and I see Kit Fisto, and I'm like, holy shit, there he is. And then I see the Battle Droid, which I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. And then I also see a Count Dooku, which I already have, and I'm going to show him in the comparisons, and I already done a review on him. If I knew how to put cards, I would put a card there. But you'll say, I walked to the back of the store to see if they have anything else. They have a huge Black Series aisle. And I look down, and I see this guy, Plo Koon, who is one of my favorite Jedi. However, I still couldn't decide if I wanted him or Kit Fisto. See, his mouthpiece was a little off-center, which I was a little nervous about. Luckily, I was able to peg it back in. I still need to glue what I have a QC issue on here. But anyway, I got him for $30, which really angers me, and honestly I would have done a dual review with him and Kit Fisto if they were both 25 or 20, but yeah, needless to say I only got Plo Koon, and I picked up a comic book. So yeah, let's take a look at the figure. That was my story. Plo Koon comes with one accessory, being one of General Grievous's lightsabers. Yeah, he doesn't even come with his, he comes with a General Grievous lightsaber. Him and Kit Fisto. The saber is very easy to remove, just like all the Grievous sabers. Let me try to pick that in there. But yeah, it's just a fucking Grievous lightsaber. Him and Kit Fisto both have that. Let's take a look. Here's Plo Koon out of the packaging. So I don't know if I love this figure or if I just think it's kind of mediocre. I'm glad I have it. And honestly, I would highly recommend picking this up because it's a Jedi, and we don't really have that many prequel Jedi in the Black Series line. I honestly think that's what the next few years of the Black Series is going to be. Prequel content, because we don't have that much prequel stuff in the Black Series line. So, and we're almost done with a lot of the original trilogy troopers and characters, so why not prequels? So, I don't own Mace Windu. However, this is definitely Mace Windu's body, just by looking at pictures online, and because I heard it was. So, this is Mace Windu's body, I'm pretty sure. Let's just show my biggest QC issue on this figure. Yeah, it does that on mine. I don't know if it does it on yours, when you get yours, but if you buy it. But, the robe is really shitty. I'm sorry, but it's weird how it how it wraps around the figure, and I don't know. It feels good. It's a nice feeling robe. He has a hood, but the hood is really fucking big. Honestly, it looks more like a clan hood. If you wrap it around the figure, though, it looks fine. It's just, I'm not gonna use it. I'm not gonna use it. I wouldn't condone using it either, but it's okay. I'm not going to take the robe off till the end, or the end of shooting, just because, well, really hard to take off. In fact, I don't even know if I will take it off. But it's really hard to remove, so just... I'm going to get it in a decent position to where you can look at it. Yeah, I just said fuck it and decided to remove the cloak. I'm not going to put it back on during this review, though. It's definitely Mace Windu's body. Again, I wish I had Mace Windu to prove it, but just look up pictures of that figure online. I've been really wanting to order it online, but honestly, the figure is like $60. I might as well just get the case on Big Bad Toy Store for like $120, because at least you get 5 other figures, you know, for double the price. So it's a better deal. And honestly, if I really wanted to, I can sell any of the figures I don't want in that case. I mean, I want the Battle Droid, and I want the Padme and the Mud Trooper, so. But yeah, the articulation is okay, so let's get to the articulation then. So here's the articulation on Plo Koon. So he's got single jointed elbows. Have gripes with that. Personally, if you ask me, Jedi really need double jointed elbows, especially if they're cutting down on some of the articulation to make the figures look a little bit more seamless. Really don't like that. He's got butterfly joints, which is nice. They started putting those on Black Series around last year. He's got a dumbbell joint on the neck, which is really nice to see. Double jointed elbows. Leg or foot moves like that, ankle pivot. Yeah, it seems like right when I stopped collecting Black Series, in around 2018 is right when they started really beefing up the articulation. Seriously, I don't know why in 2018 it got really good, but yeah, holy shit, I missed out on a lot of good Black Series figures back then. God damn it, Marvel. So let's look at comparisons. Here's Plo Koon next to a prequel era character being Count Dooku, and a original trilogy era character being Yavin Luke Skywalker. Since I didn't include any sequel era figures there, here's a SH Figuarts Stormtrooper from Last Jedi. Jeez, I wonder who Count Dooku is going to fight in one of my next stop motions. By the way, I'm really sorry I've been including Count Dooku in like all of my Star Wars stop motions. He's just one of my favorite figures, Black Series wise. So currently he's probably top 5, top 3. I really like that figure. So that's the reason why I've been using him a lot in my stop motions. I'll come up with something better, believe me. Again, Rise of Kylo Ren stop motion series. He's not going to be in it, so don't expect it to see him. But, you know, I really don't know about Rise of Kylo Ren. I would release another trailer with a figure I'm getting in the mail today, being another Figuarts, but I'm really scared he's going to get killed off in something that's coming out soon. So, yeah, at least he's back. Daddy's going to be back for long. There's your hint. Here's Plo Koon next to one of my favorite Black Series figures and my tripod, Emperor Palpatine. And since I want to compare him next to some other action figure lines, here he is next to some G.I. Joe classified figures being Destro and Snake Eyes. There's probably going to be a review on these guys. I don't know, whenever I say that, typically there isn't, but I'm probably going to do a review on these guys soon. I really need to pump out some more reviews since they're really easy to do. They're fun, and I think they're really worth doing. So here they are next to here he is next to some G.I. Joe classified figures. Both are fantastic, by the way. I highly recommend this line if you can find them. Here he is next to some Overwatch Ultimates figures. Yes, I finally finished the line. I got that 4-pack with Diva. I actually got it for like $10, which I did show her off in one of my comparisons in one of my recent reviews. Plus, I also finally got the basic Zarya for $5, and I got some Soldier 76 golden variant that I didn't even know fucking existed. So here they are next to Plo Koon. So yeah, I finally finished the collection, so there's your update on that Overwatch Ultimates video. I'm pretty much done collecting them. If I find the Chrome Genji, I'll get it. And if I end up biting the bullet on that, what I call the white chocolate 2-pack, being the Tracer and the McCree, I'll get that. But I really don't like that 2-pack, so don't think I will. But especially, I just can't bite the bullet on $10. I think those figures look really terrible, especially because those are some of my least favorite Overwatch Ultimates. Anyway, let's look at some more comparisons. Here he is. Here's Plo Koon next to the two main antagonists of my Batman stop-motion series, White Knight Joker and White Knight Azrael. I'm probably going to review these White Knight figures next. I really want to get them over with. I love this White Knight wave. Seriously, Todd, you hit it out of the park. Also, I really need to start reviewing some DC figures, because I haven't reviewed any yet, so I really need to. But yeah, there are my comparisons. So overall, I think this figure's just okay. Honestly, I'm a bit disappointed in it, especially because the place I opened this was a really bad restaurant. So, not to mention, but needless to say, it's okay. If you really need more Jedi to your collection, which I did, I highly recommend this figure. It's a good way to get that Mace Windu body if you don't own Mace Windu. But really, thinking about it, it's just okay. It's not as all good as what I would think it would be. But at the same time, my opinion could change. Once I get Kit Fisto, this guy might be one of my favorites of the year. Detail-wise, it looks beautiful, don't get me wrong. But again, I'm an articulation guy. I love articulated figures. For example, I have the camera really angled to get that pose right. This G.I. Joe Classified Snake Eyes, I love this figure, and it doesn't have that much detail to it. It's mostly just black plastic, and that's one of my favorite figures of this year, because how awesome that figure is. However, I do like sculpt. Shit. Azrael here is my favorite of the White Knight wave, spoiler alert for the review. This figure has a lot of articulation, but it could be a lot better. But it looks amazing. So, a line like, say, SH Figuarts is really for me, because the articulation and the detail is stellar. But it really just depends kind of on what you're looking for. If you're looking for more Jedi, this figure's right up your alley. If you're looking for great detail in a figure, it's right up your alley. If you're not really looking for articulation, this should be right up your alley. It's a good Black Series figure. But since, say, Count Dooku is getting re-released in this wave, he's getting a repack, if I'm correct, because I did see him at that comic store, and I think a lot of places have been putting him up with this wave. I would personally say, if you don't have Count Dooku, get him first. I'd highly say that. Get Count Dooku first. Way better figure. Again, this figure, detail-wise, it's beautiful. It's one of the best-looking Black Series figures yet. It looks amazing. I love this figure. But I have shit ton and tons of issues with it. So, saying it's perfect is a long shot. I mean, this robe is garbage. I hate this shit. It looks good on the figure, but man, it's just a bad robe. It's made for like an 8-inch figure. It's not even made for a fucking 6-inch. It's made for like maybe a 7-inch or 8-inch. And they don't even really make Star Wars figures that big. I think the biggest they've done is 9 or 10-inch, being the Hyperreal. I would bring out my Hyperreal Vader, but I don't feel like doing that. Because I have him on a shelf and I want to knock over my Figuarts Thanos. So, overall, he's pretty good. I would just say he's pretty good. Needs a lot of work. But after that, he's a good figure. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Bye-bye. May the Force be with you.